get over and see John and see what our new climbing wall is all about, and we'll get some info from him and see how things are taking off. Also last night, NFL draft. Maybe this is my Bronco orange. I don't know. I'm happy for the Broncos, and we'll see what goes on. I can say I was not shocked that Baker Mayfield went first. I was hoping he would. I was hoping the Broncos would trade up and take him one as well, but it didn't work. But the Broncos did get Baker Mayfield, and some people were a little shocked on the sports scene. Drew Rosen out of UCLA was great. His caption today is, he plans over the next decade to make 9 other franchises regret skipping him. So that's great. He's got that Aaron Rodgers chip on his shoulder, so we'll see what he does for Arizona. They made a trade and switched out with my Raiders, unfortunately, and took that 10th pick and took Josh Rosen. I'm sorry, not Drew. The Giants got Saquon Barkley out of Penn State, which should be great for Eli. You guys know I'm also a fan of the G-Men, and I should probably clear that up because people always get upset with me when Harvey and Drew start plastering me about my love for these teams. Let me break it down for you. Born in Pasadena, California, raised in Long Island, New York. My mom worked for Martin Marietta, which is now Lockheed Martin, so I've been in Denver since I was 10 years old, but I was fortunate to go coast to coast and see family and friends. My uncle, Les Goodman, played with the Green Bay Packers in 78, 79, went to Yankton College with Lyle Alzado. Lyle Alzado is one of the first NFL players I ever met in my life. Personal story I'll share. We went down when we first landed in Denver, the old Stapleton Airport, if you remember. My uncle's living in Colorado Springs, near Lyle. We drove down. His wife gave me a cupcake and a glass of milk, and 20 minutes later, I threw up all over their Bronco orange rug. Lyle picked me up, took me out in the back, and threw me in his pool and said, "Don't worry about it." That's why I love Lyle Alzado. That's why I ended up loving the Raiders. I love the Packers because of my uncle as well. And then in New York, my in-laws were Giants fans, and so I've always loved the Giants. So that's my affiliation and love for those 3 teams. Please don't chastise me for it anymore, okay? Thank you. Jets, they got Sam Darnold out of USC, which should be pretty good for the Jets Jets. I know a couple of Jets fans in town that are excited. And the Browns took a cornerback, D. Ward, but the Broncos got Mr. Chubb, a defensive end that's going to help stifle that defensive line a little bit more, which we'll be interested to see. I know other people are saying they got to grab themselves some offensive linemen, and so hopefully Mr. Elway's got that posted up in the war room today as the second day of the draft will get underway this evening. The Colts took an offensive guard, Q Nelson. The Bills got Jay Allen, another QB. That's Josh Allen from the Wyoming team, who he had some unfortunate tweets as a 15-year-old, some racially insensitive stuff, recited some rap lyrics, and oddly enough, they came out the day before the draft. Very strange, actually the day of. And I don't know if that affected him that much as well, but the Bills got themselves a new quarterback. The Bears got Raekwon Smith. Nothing wrong with having a great linebacker in Chicago. We know that's where they like to butter their bread. Mike McGlinchey, an offensive tackle, went to the Niners. And the Raiders got themselves an offensive tackle as well, Colton Miller, which that should protect Mr. Carr and that wide receiving core that could make the silver and black dangerous in the AFC West this season. Check out online and check out the draft today. You can go on any ESPN or sports site as well to see what happened with the draft. But we're going to get right to it. My man Tom Ross is in the building, and he's going to have some history and some information, and as well, he's going to sing with me. Hello, Steamboat. Stick around. It's Friday. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us on Friday. Those of you returning from spring break, welcome home. If you're watching on the airplane, on the runway, you know, you got your Wi-Fi. I hope you're watching. And show the people on the plane. Hi, people on the plane. TC here at the Chief Theater, and it's Friday, and we got to get this thing rolling. I know you guys are excited if you know what's about to happen. I've got the man, the myth, the legend. I think we've determined he's Steamboat Pod Today's longest tenured reporter. Please give a warm welcome for Tom Ross. Come on down. Bum, bum, ba-da.
Thanks for that
Whee! Give me love, man. How are you? Thank you for coming on. So appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Absolutely.
It's fortuitous that you brought up the 2018 Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, the other day we were chatting. So let's first wait, because Rock told me you got a little video coming out. They're gonna behind the byline. We're gonna know more about you, apparently, right?
Yeah, there's not much to tell. But
Not much to tell. First off, when did you get here? Let's say why. What got you here? When and why?
so I spent a winter here ski bumming in 75, 76.
Okay.
Started to feel badly that I wasn't using my college degree.
Yeah.
Worked for a tiny newspaper in Wisconsin, not far from Green Bay.
Oh.
And actually, speaking of football,
Yes. Go.
got to interview John Madden in the tunnel of Lambeau Field because I was covering Dave Casper,
Yes.
the Raiders
Oakland
tight
Raiders
end.
tight end.
who from Notre Dame,
Yes.
but who grew up in this tiny town in Wisconsin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I talked to lots of the Raiders, but Casper was in a bad mood after the game because he was bleeding and wouldn't talk to me.
So how about Casper? So was Stabler on that squad as well?
I talked to Ken Stabler, Cliff Branch.
Oh, I wore number 21 in football because of Cliff Branch. I thought he was my spiritual cornerback or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
What was your? Did you have a favorite? Did you love the Packers back then, or were you?
oh, yeah, I grew up a Packer fan.
You did.
Yeah.
Lombardi,
well-
all the boys, like, always.
Well, you know, when I moved to Colorado, I kind of shifted to the Broncos.
You did.
And that Broncos-Packers
Yeah.
Super Bowl game,
Yeah.
I won a lot of cheese, man.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No curds.
Well, no, the good stuff.
The good stuff.
The 10-year age.
All right, so then that Bronco squad back then, are you giving me like Craig Morton and the boys and Haven Moses and was Gradishar on that team? Randy Gradishar maybe?
No.
Come on.
No.
Which Bronco team then were you celebrating?
That was Elway.
Oh, that's quite.
That Super Bowl.
Oh, and the Vance Johnson boys and the Three Amigos and
The
that
Three
whole crew?
Amigos, yeah.
Yeah, they let us down against Washington, I believe, in the Super Bowl, though. Remember that
Stuff happens.
It does. All right, so you bumming around, you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're feeling guilty, and then you decide Steamboat's the place?
Well, I came out to finish another winter, and then look for a newspaper job
Yeah.
in the West.
Okay.
And the job of sports reporter actually opened up here, and I go, I can do that. and really, then I got all immersed in competitive skiing and.
How old were you when you got here?
I
know you don't want to give it away. 25.
Yeah.
And never at any point were you thinking, I got to get out of here and go to a city and...
Oh, I thought about it at times, but I think I stayed to raise my son.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Part of the reason. Yeah.
Okay. Let's tell people about the picture, because like you said...
Well, yeah, probably a lot of your viewers don't realize that for many years, there was a Heisman Trophy winner living in Steamboat Springs.
Hanging out.
He's the great Doak Walker for
let me
some
put this up here.
Southern Methodist University.
That is amazing. You got...
And that's taken by long ago Steamboat pilot photographer Ross Dolan.
And it says on the back, 1279.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That... I'm in awe. I'm a football head, and I just... When you told me that yesterday, I just was... No way.
So Doak won the 1948 Heisman Trophy.
Right.
He was a running back and a returner.
Mm-hmm.
And so 48 is kind of easy to do the math. How long ago was that, Counts?
Too long.
70 years ago.
70
right?
years?
Well, almost 70.
Almost 70.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it was September. Well,
When did they do it?
Well, anyway, Doak Walker was a legendary football player in
Yes.
Texas. I mean,
If you look up the history, this is no joke.
and so how did he get to Steamboat? He met and fell in love with Skeeter Walker, the great Olympic ski champion
Yes.
from Steamboat, founding family of Steamboat skiing tradition, if you don't count Carl Howison.
Right.
And yeah, so he married Skeeter,
Yep.
and they lived here. And he was a kind, but almost shy, unassuming man.
Really?
Yeah. I'd bump into him at the post office, and he'd say hello, but he wasn't gregarious, but he was also friendly. And so his mother-in-law, Hazy Werner,
Mm-hmm.
was like Steamboat's hostess for decades.
Right.
And their house in Old Town Steamboat, many parties along Soda Creek.
Okay.
And I was fortunate to be there once, and I can't remember who took me around, but they had framed covers of Sports Illustrated. Doak and Skeeter were on, separately from one another,
Oh, right.
were on the covers of Sports Illustrated in the same year.
Are you serious?
And those were hanging in the house.
That's like the Steamboat's power couple back then, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, so Doak was on a Lions team. Who were the guys on that? Joe Schmidt, who became the future head coach of the
Oh,
Lions.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So this is in the early 50s.
Okay.
I mean, he started playing for the Lions before I was born. So.
Right.
And then who else? Oh, Bobby Lane was a famous.
Okay. So you're giving us a history lesson
This
here.
is yeah. And so Doak, he was an avid skier, and tragically, he had a bad skiing accident
Okay.
on Mount Werner,
Right.
and ultimately passed away at the age of 71 in 1998.
Okay.
And I'll never forget being at his memorial service
Yes.
at the Catholic Church.
Please share that, because we were talking all yesterday. The people you saw.
Well, those same guys,
Right.
all his Detroit Lions teammates, guys, people from Texas,
Yeah.
all showed up for that.
Was Vern around at this time?
Oh,
Did
Vern was totally, yeah. Vern Lundquist,
Yeah.
you know, was close to Doak for
Wow.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
And at the funeral.
So something very special happened. I hope a lot of our viewers know Barb Shipley,
I'm sure they do.
probably the shyest woman in Steamboat Springs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the best.
So, yeah, we were in the Catholic Church, and Barb kicked off a song. And, gosh, I don't know, are we going to offend people with this?
No. No.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook as well. So.
So there's a country western song.
Yep.
You got your lyrics?
Of
I got
course.
lyrics. So I've got the version by the country western singer Bobby Bare,
Yeah.
B-A-R-E.
This is a country western song, right?
Yeah.
Hold
yeah.
on.
Oh, so I'm extra large.
Try that one.
Oh, this is gonna be.
Just try that.
This is gonna be a little bit.
Let's just do this for the people.
Gonna look like Pee Wee Herman or something.
You didn't know I had this in me, did you, Junior?
So I'm gonna need my glasses for this.
Okay.
We're gonna-
What note are you singing in? Hold on.
Well, we're gonna sing this in the key of me,
Me?
not B or C or G. Key of
Me. Can I? Me.
I'll give you. So this song is called "Drop Kick Me Jesus," and we all sang it at the memorial service for the great Detroit Lion and Heisman Trophy winner Doak Walker. So I'm going to just do it in the key of me, and you can.
And I'll follow
unsure
in
your
because
voice.
I can harmonize with you.
So, oh, drop kick me Jesus through the goalposts of life, end over end, neither left nor to right. Straight through the heart of them righteous uprights. Drop kick me Jesus through the goalposts of life. Make me, oh make me, Lord, more than I am. Make me a piece in your master plan. Free from the earthly temptations below. I've got the will, Lord, if you've got the toe. So drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life. End over end, neither left nor to right. Straight through the heart of them righteous uprights. Drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life.
Can I do one?
Yeah, do the
Check
next
this out.
verse.
This was my version. Bring on the brothers who've gone on before, and all of the sisters who've knocked on your door. All the departed, dear loved ones of mine. Stick 'em up front on the offensive line. So drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life. End over end, neither left nor to right. Straight through the heart of them righteous uprights. Drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life.
We should all be so fortunate.
Man, you guys, that's Tom Ross singing Drop Kick Me Jesus with T Counts. Like, we could get some music and maybe have it back. I think that could be a solo, single
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
here we are on the stage of the historic Chief Theater. This is like the highlight of my life.
You got some videos that are out now. I mean, like, how many videos are you in, would you say?
Oh, no more than a half dozen.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you like to do more? And maybe tell people what you have seen and covered?
Well, I'm starting to shed my natural
I know
shyness.
you are. I mean, Merrick and I were talking. I think the only other person with more tenure at the pilot is Deb Proper.
No.
No?
Oh, no.
Who? You got her?
Oh, yeah. Ask her.
Wow.
Yeah.
We thought it was Deb.
No.
All right. So she's following in your footsteps. You're kind of the captain of the squad. You got to accept that.
Oh, they tolerate me at this point.
The awards that you've won, and I should say your whole crew, the staff, the reporters, is that, do you feel like the dad figure, like Scott Franz, we said he could be your other son. We're not sure, but we've seen some pictures. You guys look alike. Do you feel like you've taught them some things and they've picked up and they're gonna flourish?
Actually, no, I think they're teaching me things.
Really?
Yeah. So this late in my career, so I started in that little town in Wisconsin where I got to interview
Yeah.
some guy with a video game.
Right.
I started on a manual typewriter.
Yeah, I heard about those.
Yeah, and so in the last decade here with here we are on social media,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I'm having to learn a lot of new tricks.
So the crew, Franz, Katie, Russell, even all that, Joel.
Yeah, it
They-
takes a lot of patience to teach me, how to
Really?
do some of these things. Yeah.
Do you find that it is easier though, like doing the typing or the using your iPad or texting or?
Oh, I mean, the difference between, I quickly moved on to an electric typewriter at the Chilton Times Journal.
Okay.
But the productivity tools we have now are crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, take a picture with your phone, post it, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man, for coming on. I appreciate it. Will you come back and do another video with us, share some stuff throughout the season
Absolutely.
as we do it?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tom Ross, you guys, Steamboat's finest. Stick around. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back. If Reed Jones didn't show, I'm getting my man Jay Dilly on the stage with us, and we're going to talk climbing. All right. So stick around. Hello, Steamboat. It's Friday. We'll be right back. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC, and yes, I can sing country. Ha! You didn't know that, did you? I got it going on. The Reed Jones experience is in a time delay or a space warp or what's that time hole continuum thing? Wormhole. I think she might be in one of those. Or she blew me off. Then we got issues. Meet you at Starbucks, shorty. Good things in the Waffle House, right? My bad. All right, so hey, let's talk about climbing. My man showed up in Steamboat. We met him down at the farmer's market. He had a little booth going up, and I chatted with him, and I know my kid loves to climb, and I know the youth in Steamboat love to climb. I used to love climbing trees, and I don't think we had a climbing wall when I was a youth. A little youth. I don't know. youth? I don't know. I don't think we did. So we've got one here in Steamboat. I know we had one at a spell, then it went away, and now the climbing wall is back, people. So give it up for our man. I like to call him Jay Dilly. Justin Dilly, come on down! I don't have the music. How are you, man?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming up. Appreciate it. All's well?
Yeah, all's well.
All right. So LCA, Love
Yeah.
Climbing Adventures. Who came up with the name?
I spent about 2 months
Really?
coming up with the name, actually, yeah.
Um,
Basically, I wanted to love our community first, so that's
Yeah.
why the first word's love. And then
Yeah.
climbing is what we basically do here in Steamboat.
Right.
And Adventures is basically going to launch a little bit this summer where we're going to actually do adventure trips internationally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Well played.
we're going to do trips to Thailand and also to China and the UK.
Oh, you got some major funding sponsors that I could tap into?
No, we're doing like cheap trips. People don't understand how cheap it is to travel.
Really? You find a cheap trip, bring your gear, and go climb.
Exactly.
Nice. All right, so like I was telling people, you and I, we ran into you at the farmer's market. When did you get here, and what brought you here?
So actually, Steamboat brought me here.
Really?
I was basically getting done working as a mountaineering guide out in Washington State.
Okay.
Working with at-risk youth,
Sure.
and yeah, I had applied to Steamboat, and they were hiring, and never ever. So, I never skied before, and I never taught skiing before, but I'd worked a lot with kids over
Yeah.
like 10 years, and so they hired me, and and I learned how to ski, and it was great.
And you taught kids as well? Did you do
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So I taught kids for the first 3 years, and
Okay.
I've been teaching adults after that for the last.
Didn't know how to ski, learned how to ski, and you're teaching.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, I've been teaching now for like 7 years, but
Passion? You love it?
oh yeah, it's super fun.
Awesome. And the climbing then, so always all your life, were you just a little boy who loved to climb and stuck with this passion type of thing?
Yeah. Not my whole life.
Okay.
Originally, I just loved nature, being outdoors.
Sure.
Climbing's kind of been a growing passion over my life, where I really took advantage of it in college.
Really?
Got into climbing and ice climbing, and
Okay.
and then that kind of just took off, and then I started traveling internationally and leading climbing trips.
Really? When you lead a climbing trip, then do you sign on with an outfit, and do you pick where you want to go, or are there scheduled climbs? How does that work?
So most of the time I've spent is working with international private schools.
Okay.
And so basically I would work with like the Beijing International School of China,
Really?
and I'd take middle school and high school students out, and then we go surfing, go rock climbing, go mountain biking throughout China, or the same thing in like Canada and stuff like that.
Yeah. If I can ask, how old are you?
I don't actually like to ask that question.
Okay, you're under
Answer
30.
the question. I am under 30.
My God, you've lived a life, man. I mean, you've seen more than most people are probably going to ever see. Doing what you love is what I'm guessing. I've heard from people as well, you've connected with the kids. How is the climbing and the youth community here being intertwined?
Yeah, so our kids program's already taken off.
Yeah.
We already have like 30 kids in our programming, and we're hoping to double that or triple that for next year, for this next fall.
What do these climbing programs consist of?
So they're consisting everything from our little kids groups, so like our mini Blue Bees.
Okay.
So like they're for like 3 to 4 year olds, which is going to be coming out. And then it ranges all the way to our comp teams and stuff like that for
Okay.
high school and college.
Now tell me about that, because someone said there's climbing teams, and you guys are traveling and competing.
Right.
Where does that happen?
So we compete against the leagues down in Denver, as well as Aspen and
Okay.
Vail and other climbing walls around Colorado.
Gotcha. Is there a schedule of tournaments or?
There is. So like the season's kind of coming to an end now.
Okay.
But it's going to start up, and it's basically follows the school year. So
It does.
So spring, winter, and fall.
And then so now summer kids are out. Are they? I don't want to say free climbing, but are there team aspects and tournaments as well in the summer, or do you?
So
just,
there's not really like anything like that for like competition team really
Okay.
in the summer much. There's a couple little things, but like it's not as big or as many as it is in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're planning on releasing some of our summer camps.
Okay.
So that's going to be happening in July. So
Awesome.
basically families can come in or kids can be dropped off.
Okay. And I was asking you earlier, adults climbing, kids climbing. Give me the benefits of climbing whether mentally, physically as well, for people that haven't got into it, or if people want to improve their climbing. Where do those benefits start?
Where do they start?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just great for like clearing your mind. So
Okay.
like you can come for like 30 minutes and just the whole world disappears and you're just solving problems.
Right.
And so but at the same time you're working out.
Yeah.
And so it's great because you get stronger, you
Mhm.
get more toned, and you don't even realize it.
Yeah. And then how about the mental aspect? Because I know, like, my boy, like I said, he loves to climb, and there was a time when I'll give him 3 or 4, he was struggling and not sure, like, didn't want to go to the top and ring the bell. Now he's not strapping anything on unless he plans to get to the top. Do you see that with the kids? There's a shy or a fear, and then they shatter that?
Yes, some people just definitely take it as a hesitation. I mean, a lot of people have a real fear of heights. I mean, like just talking, just word heights, so like my palms get sweaty. Like
Do you?
I am very scared of heights. Yes, but like I love climbing because you're against a wall and like you don't generally ever really fall.
Yeah.
And so, unless you get like higher climbs
Yeah.
where you're gonna fall because it's just so tough. But
Sure.
I mean, for most climbers, they're not gonna really fall much. And
Okay.
so.
How about the adults? And are you seeing a lot of the adult climbers who, I know there's people in the area who say they climb now. Are they coming out and climbing?
I feel like it's either people don't realize our programming, our prices, or there's just a lot of things that people just haven't come out to just check us out. But,
Okay.
like, I feel like the community hasn't really grasped that we're here.
Well, good thing we got you on. Tell the people where the wall is located.
So the wall is located over on Jacob Circle, which is off of Downhill Drive,
Yep.
which is off of Elk River Road. And so it's
Yeah, west
we're
side.
basically the building right behind Atmos Energy.
Oh, there you go. Right behind Atmos, so that's easy to find. How about the website if people want to go on and peek at what's going on there?
So our website is loveclimbing.co, and we thought it'd be cool to just do .colorado.
Yeah.
So .co is what it is. And
How about the hours?
our hours are on kind of a mud season hours right now, so we're still open.
Okay.
So we are open in the morning from like 7 to 9 o'clock.
Really?
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Okay.
And then we reopen from 3 to 8.
Awesome.
Um,
Any plan? Are you happy with the space you're in? Do you got to expand anything if it grows on you, or are you comfortable where you're at?
we're comfortable at the moment. It's really hard in Steamboat to find height.
Yes.
Like, there's not a lot of buildings for rent for height.
Yeah.
And building a building in Steamboat is just ridiculously expensive. So,
That's
I mean,
the way to say it.
it's not, it wouldn't be an easy process. And then also zoning and all
Right.
those other things. I've looked into it. But
Okay.
as of right now, this building will be great. And also, we do have room to expand. We can go higher.
Yeah.
We can raise the roof.
You
But
can do it.
and then also we have room for expansion. We have 6,000 square feet.
Oh wow.
So like we have a large amount of area. We have a weight gym. We have a smoothie bar. We have yoga studio. So like
And now how? Okay, and when you say that the weight gym, how about the training for climbers? Is there specialized training, or would you say do your realm of fitness from top to bottom, get your whole entire arms, core? Is there a specialized training system for climbers?
so you can work out specifically to train, and actually a lot of climbers who do climb quite a bit
Mhm.
or climb competitively will be in the gym more than they're actually on the wall at
Mhm.
some point, because you have to build strength. And
Right.
you can't build strength climbing on the walls all the time.
Sure.
You actually have to work out and
Yeah.
and do some bars, do some bells, do some kettles.
Yeah. When I see are they free climbers, the guys or girls that are just scaling mountains and rocks and walls with no tie-in or anything like that? Is that free climbing? Is that the
Yeah.
right term?
So yeah, free climbing is
Yeah.
when you don't have a rope.
They're little nuts. Do you do that?
Yeah, every person that does any mountaineering
Yeah.
has to get at some point in time. They do like a 5'6", 5'7" with just your shoes on.
Okay.
But as it starts to progress past like 5'9", 5'11" like
Yeah.
that's where it becomes a little bit. It's pushing the line, pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
But, like, you have the same thing when you have race skiers. I mean, they're pushing 80 miles an
Right,
hour.
good point.
And they're out of control, but yet they're still in control. So like, it's kind of that same thing. It's pushing the bar of how fast you can go.
Sure.
It's pushing the bar of how high, how strong, how in tune you need to be. So like,
Yeah.
I don't want to downplay it, but it is, you know, there are accidents that happen.
I would
People
imagine.
do not survive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Like, I worry and I wonder about that, those free climbs, because I know people talk about grip strength and, you know, and core strength, but
Right.
there's a mental strength to free climb that you got to have. So,
And bouldering is a little bit different. Like we have
Sure.
14-inch mats that sit underneath you, and they're
Okay.
made to take an impact onto your back, which is
Oh.
not where someone wants to fall.
Right.
But basically, it is really safe.
cool. Give people the website again.
It's loveclimbing.co.
All right. Justin Dill, you guys, if you got a little one or you yourself want to climb, give them a shout, look up the website, and get out there and start climbing, man. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. I wish you the best of luck.
Of course. Thank
and,
you.
We're going to
Appreciate
come
it.
climb.
Sounds good.
Cool. Stick around. Hello, Steamboat. I've got the Reed Jones experience in the building. Let's get it popping in here. It's Friday. Hello, Steamboat. Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Hello, Steamboat. Me, TC, coming to you live from the Chief Theater, downtown Steamboat Springs on a Friday. Episode 10, The Wrath of Counts. It's a great day. The weather's good, as Christina has informed us. We got 60s, sunshine, no rain, beautiful weekend planned, so get out and do what you got to do. Get ready for the Poochie Paddle, all right? That's coming up on Sunday, 2 to 4, so I think I might try and go throw Princess in the pool just to see what happens. I'm joking, Reed. I'm sorry. All right, hey, it's time. The Reed Jones Experience is in the building, and we just got to catch up with her because we haven't seen her forever. And I know she was hanging out with Mom a couple days ago, so I want to find out what they did down in Denver. Give it up, Reed Jones. Come on down. Bow, chicka, wow.
Oh, hi.
Oh, how have you been?
Oh, just fantastic.
Good.
This is fun.
Yeah, is it cool? Does it work for you?
Absolutely.
You
This is
comfy?
fun.
Yes, I needed. I wanted your approval and opinion. Where you been? What's up?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Wait, no, let's first.
Okay.
Mom watching? Mom?
Maybe. We'll see.
Where's Locker?
Oh my gosh. He's at home.
Is he?
Yep.
Is he
in
watching?
Texas. We'll see.
All right.
I don't know.
Did you not tell him?
I did, but
You never know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. What were you and Mom doing down in D-Town?
well, Mom and Dad just bought a place up here.
Yo! So I could have a locker at the locker?
It's sure, why not?
Where? Where at? What do we got?
Kind of a little bit west of town, a little bit past condo land.
Yeah?
It's a duplex in one of those nice little neighborhoods. Yeah.
So then when they're gone somewhere else, we got a little party spot, West Side?
Yep.
The Reed Jones Experience has real estate. Wow. So
Yeah.
what made that happen? Just they've been here and
Well, they had a place in Winter Park, and
yeah.
it's really
It's-
cold and high elevation there.
Winter
and,
Park.
You know, great. Love Winter Park. I was
Yes.
there for a long time.
Yeah.
But you know, they came over to visit
Hung out
yours
with us.
truly a few times,
Yeah.
and kind of fell in love with Steamboat, as we all do.
And people love your parents.
This is true. This is true.
So that's good. They're comfortable. Now,
Yes.
so you're down in Denver. What are you doing? Shopping? Buying
Yes. Just helping Mom. You know.
Are we furnishing new everything? What do we got to do?
We kept a few things from the last place,
Mm-hmm.
but there was needed new beds and stuff like that, just because we had some stuff stayed with the old place,
Yeah.
so had to replace some stuff. And yeah.
All right. So they're when are they here? When's it locked down?
I mean, their mom's here right now.
She is.
Yes, they'll both be here, and then she leaves, and then they'll both be here beginning of June
All right. So we'll be able to hang out.
for a little bit. Yeah.
Cool. Dad still golfing
Ooh, Dad doesn't golf.
at all?
Not really.
He can start.
He'll ride in a.
He'll ride in the cart.
Oh, yeah.
Caddy a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right. What about Reed Jones and what are you doing? I asked you about YPN and you're like, I don't know. I'm
Well, just because I love YPN,
Yeah.
I'll talk about YPN all day long
Yeah.
with anybody who
But
asks.
you give up the
Um,
reins because I felt like you were in control for a while.
I was.
Yeah.
But that's just how YPN works.
Mhm.
It's a learning board, so you're in position for a year, and then you move up.
Gotcha.
So last year I was the chair of YPN.
Right.
This year I'm still on the executive board, but I'm
Okay.
past chair. So it's basically
Ah.
I'm there to guide and make sure that everyone is, they don't forget anything,
Yeah.
but they've got it.
How about
They've
I
got an amazing board.
I
this
feel like
year.
there's a YPN happy hour that occurs now.
There was one 2 nights ago.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is it always on Wednesdays?
It's always on the last Wednesday of the month. And actually, our next couple ones will coincide with other events as well, because our happy hour, last Wednesday of the month, which is always at a different location,
Ah.
5 to 7, those are our most well-attended events.
Really?
So we've tried to kind of harness that, and like our onboarding event that's upcoming
Yeah.
will be during a happy hour. We started onboarding last year where we
What is that? Is that an onboarding?
so our board is great,
Mm-hmm.
and we constantly get approached by other boards to join their board.
Gotcha.
And so much so that we all serve on like a couple other boards.
Okay.
And we're like, we're tapped out, but these people need young, fresh blood.
Right.
So we started onboarding.
Okay.
Which we have. We're trying to get away from this description, but it's the best way to describe it. It's
Yeah.
like speed dating for boards.
Boards.
So we have YPN members and boards that have open spaces, and there's like rounds where you
Yeah.
like have to talk to
Do you
everybody.
have a ding?
Yes. Yeah, because we want everybody to talk to everybody and
Okay.
see if it's a good match. And then if you get, last year we had, I'm not on the committee this year,
Right.
but last year if you talked to so many, you got entered into a raffle and.
How many
and-
boards show up at onboarding?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we had, that's why we have to do it again, because there was so much interest. I think we had like 30.
Holy
Yeah, there's a lot of people in town that are looking for new.
board members. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So, and I mean, YPN is a great resource for that. Like it is a learning board.
Yep.
And we kind of train people how to be on a board. Mm-hmm. So our board members are fantastic, but our membership,
Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah.
What's the YPN site that people can go and get information?
We are part of the chamber.
Oh, okay.
So if you search for YPN on the steamboatchamber.com, but also our Facebook and our Instagram are doing really well. We just started a new campaign because there's, people they're curious about what YPN is,
Yeah.
and they're also like, well, do I fit in that? So we've started, our marketing committee this year
Yeah.
is fantastic. Melissa Perez, Mary McCutcheon, and Moncrief, Jeff Moncrief.
That's an all-star marketing
They
team.
are fantastic. So they're
Lord.
starting an I Am YPN campaign, and featuring different age groups,
Yeah.
different, parents, not parents, singles, yeah.
YPN, is there an age cutoff?
No.
Oh.
It's kind of young to Steamboat. It's
Yeah.
young to your profession. It's young
Oh.
to, it's kind of, if you feel like you're young,
Yeah.
then absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, there's not a hard cutoff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I know some people that said, I've got a new business.
Right.
I don't know how to get involved and get YPN.
Absolutely.
Okay. Check the chamber site. Follow the YPN link. What about, we got summer concert series coming on.
Yes.
I know that's your gig. That's your thing too.
Yes.
What are you going to do for the people?
Well, so definitely still looking for sponsorship, which I'm currently selling. We've
Yep.
got a lot of things to offer. The free concert series is not free.
No.
And it is not, we get some money from the city, but not much. I mean, you'd be shocked if you saw
Right.
the graph. So a lot of it is sponsorship.
Yeah.
And we've got banners, we've got booths, we've got the VIP lounge, or I'm sorry, the Locals Lounge.
The Locals Lounge,
The
Butcher
Locals
Knife.
Lounge. Yes, Butcher Knife. Again, the Butcher Knife Locals Lounge. And again, for $200,
Yeah.
you get into the Locals Lounge.
Yes.
If you get there early, you get some apps.
Yes.
It's kind of this secluded area.
Kid-free zone.
Yes, it is kid-free zone.
Kid-free zone. I didn't know
You
last
get your
year.
own bathroom.
You get your own bathroom. You get
It's
snacks.
the only place you can get that has a full bar.
And did we same location? Because we had a nice.
It's the same location. It's actually a little bit bigger this year.
Get out.
Yep.
Just
We
more.
would have hooked the locals up. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be exciting. So
And then you'll have the jar. You'll be yelling at people.
I will be out there.
Or friendly
asking-
hellos is what she
asking
does.
for donations.
Yeah.
On your way in, so bring a buck or two.
And don't pretend you can't hear her. Cause
Yeah, because you can.
you can. I think people go like, there she is.
Yeah.
Like that's usually what happens.
I will have to miss the first concert, but I
Where-
will be. Well, I'm also a wedding planner. I've got a wedding.
The Reed Jones experience. I told you. So, if someone is getting married or wants to come to the free show,
Read at thereedjones.com.
what are you doing? Where's the wedding? Can you say who? You want to give them a
Yeah,
little pub?
well, it's in Jackson Hole actually. So, they're not local. So,
Give them love anyway, because they might.
Courtney Landrum and Patrick Irwin.
Courtney,
Yeah.
Patrick, congrats, because you got our Reed Jones planning your wedding, so obviously you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's their Steamboat or connection to you?
I grew up with Patrick in
did?
Texas. Yeah.
So he's like, hey, I'm getting married, plan my wedding.
Saw them over Christmas, and they're like, and they came to visit last year, and they're like, we're getting married. I'm like, I'm a wedding planner. Actually, they were just chatting because I wasn't gonna be overpowering. I was gonna be a guest at the wedding.
Were you?
And they were. Yes,
That was the
absolutely.
plan.
Yes, and they were like, well, we're still looking for a wedding planner, like a day of coordinator.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do that.
And now, so, because I've had this issue when people say, Tony, we want you to come MC and spin the music at the
Yeah.
wedding, and my hands get sweaty because I always say, I don't want to be the
Oh, I'm not.
aunt of your wedding, like, oh, you know what, that would have been great if it wasn't for the guy in the music. Did you ever get that, like, oh God, I could have done this different, or I can't believe I did that for someone's wedding?
I have done so many weddings.
Yeah.
I don't get nervous anymore. I did. I don't know if I definitely did at one point, but
Yeah.
I've just done so many of them,
Yeah.
and it's for the most part, people have never done this before.
Right.
And they don't know what they need.
Like, if I come to you, I'm like, well, Reed, I saw this at this one
Mm-hmm.
wedding I'm at. Do you go, okay, what was it? Or you might like this. Like, do you gauge the people decide how you want to plan their wedding, or do you just take all
Well,
they
so
give you?
I do coordination and consulting.
Okay.
So I will meet with somebody, see if it's a good match. I'm not gonna. I've
Oh.
definitely said no to people because it just
Didn't
wasn't
feel
the
right?
Yeah, and it's I don't. It's your wedding.
Yeah.
It's the biggest day of your life.
Exactly.
So if it's not a good vibe, I'm not going to do it.
Then what would throw you off to make it not a good vibe? Like if they're like, we want doves and
Well,
harps.
no.
and,
I mean, just
Or the people in general?
Yeah, I mean, just like, okay, you want a lot more of me than I can actually provide,
Okay.
or, just
Yeah.
not
Logistically,
clicking.
it's not going to happen.
Right. So I will meet with somebody, make sure it's a good fit, and then I will keep you on your timeline.
Yeah.
I will make suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call a caterer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call the florist. But I have spreadsheets for days.
Yeah.
I will keep you organized. I will be there for the rehearsal, and I will be there the day of.
What's the best wedding you've planned? Could you pick
There's
one?
so many.
Not one?
There's so many. Everyone's so different
Yeah.
in what they want. and
All right,
what
how
they
about best
need.
location? Got one of those? Steamboat or not?
I was doing weddings in Stowe, Vermont for a little bit too, and they had
That's
some.
probably
Yeah,
nice.
well, they had some great locations, but like here, there was a wedding where they had a fantastic band, and I mean, they had Dead Fish Orchestra playing.
Oh.
And then there's a wedding where there was like 3 different parts. There were like 3 different sections to the day. Everyone is so different
Gotcha.
that it's fun to find how it works for that couple.
Have all the weddings you planned, are all the people still together?
Yes,
Nice.
and I have glowing recommendations.
I was going to say, that has got to be a good little thing to have. What's going on then besides the future? You got the concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Well, I was one of the presenters at the Steamboat launch. You
Really?
guys saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the 5th presenter. We're still looking for a CTO for that startup to get going. And in the meantime,
Give people
I need a
about
job.
the Steamboat. Well, give people Steamboat, give them what
The
that is.
Steamboat launch, I was on this stage. There was 5 presenters.
Mm-hmm.
It was put on by 4 Points Funding.
Okay.
I think it was the second one that they've done, and putting startups on stage in front of venture capitalists
Yeah.
and angel investors.
Okay. How'd you do?
I got great reviews. I'm pretty sure I did great. I
Yeah.
kind of blacked out. I think I did great. There's a video of me, and I've watched it, and so I did do great.
And you don't remember saying the stuff you said, kind of?
No, I mean, I went through it so many times. I had everything down.
Yeah.
But, it was, I've never done anything like that
Yeah.
before. So
What happens? You wait to hear back from the people that listen to you, or?
yes, there was a lot of, all the other presenters were a little bit more established.
Mm.
This was just like, hey, we've got this great idea. I mean, there was a guy that had already been on Shark Tank. So I go up, and they're all, they've been in business for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm up there like, hey,
I'm
we
the
have
Reed
a great
Jones
idea.
experience. So yeah, that's.
So we'll see. I don't
Will
know.
there be more launch stuff, or what? How's that? What's going on with launching? You need CTO.
We need a CTO, and we
Okay.
need investors.
Okay. All right.
In the meantime, I need a job.
All right.
We'll see if that works out or not. I need a job.
If someone wants to hire you, just send you an email.
Yeah,
Because there's not much you can't do, is there?
this is true.
All right.
I am pretty good at everything.
The
I
Reed
do.
Jones experience.
Actually, I'm great at everything. I
Thank
do.
you for the love. You're gonna
Thanks
come
for
back
having
on.
me. Absolutely, I'd
All
love
right.
to come back.
Yeah. Keep
When
in
it's
touch.
not spring break, and there's a little bit more audience.
You guys were gone. Hey, Tony Counts, hello Steamboat, Reed Jones, we'll get her back on. Thanks to Jay Dilly, my man Justin Dilly. LCA, guys, if you want to climb, go see him. And Tom Ross, I'm pretty sure we made history. Like, Mary's gonna love the numbers. I'm sure the clicks are gonna be great. And then we're gonna get my man, I'm gonna call him Junior, AKA Mr. Buckley, Michael Buckley Jr. We're gonna maybe give him a jersey and let him try out for the squad and see what he can do. Apparently he's funny, pretty good looking dude. That's kind of bugging me, but I'm gonna deal with that. And you guys stick around. We're gonna have a great weekend. I got Avengers tonight. You?
Ooh,
Whoops.
that's happening this weekend for sure.
Okay, you should get your tickets too. I'm gonna be there. I hope you guys get your tickets. Go online. Wild Horse has them. You can do it. Rock, Rick, they're going. We're doing 3D, right?
Oh, nice.
Put on the glasses, big bag of popcorn. Have a great day. Have a great weekend for everyone. Thanks for watching, posting, sharing, listening. HelloSteamboatShow@gmail.com. Keep it Steamboat.
Bye, guys.
Hello Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.